Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining me for Wlbt Plus. My name is Cara Shirley, and I am your digital news desk host. Got a lot of stuff to talk to you about today. Lots of things that have happened in the Jackson area and across the country. National news. We're going to talk about the bill that President Biden signed in, which is an aid package for Ukraine, but it also has that TikTok ban in it. Which is probably going to make a lot of the younger generation very unhappy. I say the younger generation as if I'm not on TikTok every single day myself. But, we'll get to that in just a little bit. What I want to show you first, though, is give you a quick look outside over downtown Jackson. It is a beautiful day. Let's see. I get it in a second, I promise. There we go. We got clouds in the sky, but the sun is shining and blue skies. It's gorgeous. It's a gorgeous day. We've got great temperatures out there right now. It's definitely a time to take the kids to the playground, to the park, to go on a walk, whatever they might want that would tire them out a lot, because that's what we really want at the end of the day, is our kids to be tired. So we're going to jump into some news right now, some things that have happened here in Jackson. I know right now we have Jackson police are investigating a homicide that happened on Tuesday, and that homicide happened on North Flag Chapel Road. And I'm going to show you the road where this happened at. So you can see right here where this red dot is, that's the North Chapel Road. They say, according to a press release from Jackson Police Department, detectives learned that Shavarian Ross had been shot. Ross was taken to a local hospital where he was unfortunately pronounced dead, and JPD has not shared any other details of this crime at this time. If you have any information, you are asked to call JPD at 601 960 1234, or you can contact Crime Stoppers. So this is the approximate area of where this happened, and in relation to downtown Jackson. Let me bring this out so we can see. We got the JSU right here. Here's downtown Jackson right here on the side, and this is where the murder happened. So as soon as we hear any more information from the police department, we will update that for you 100%. So, in other news, murder suspects are in custody here in Rankin County. So, a man and a woman have been arrested in connection to a murder in Rankin County. And actually, let me show you who they are right now. This is the people. So, Ryan Duet of Brandon is charged with murder, and Lainey Engel is charged with accessory after the fact of murder. They're accused of killing a 20-year-old Bryson Horn. Rankin County Sheriff Brian Bailey says the suspects turned themselves in after they say they got into a fight with Horn. This situation is an extremely sad situation, not just because there is a life that was lost here, but Brian Horn, who is the individual that lost his life, he actually was the older brother of another child that was shot, 14-year-old child that was killed last month here in Jackson. So the Rankin County authorities say they responded to a call on the home from North Grove Circle around 9:30 Tuesday morning. We were there live. We took you to that incident yesterday when it happened. Horn's mother said that when she got home, she found her son unconscious with a gunshot wound to his side, and witnesses say they saw a small white car speed away. When the pair turned themselves in, officers found firearms inside of the vehicle that they were driving. And investigators say that Brian Horn, like we said, he is the brother of Cameron Horn Cook, 14, who was just last killed in Jackson last month. I can't imagine the pain going through this mother's heart right now to lose both of her sons into such a violent, violent outcome, so close to each other. It's just got to be absolutely devastating. We did speak with a someone who lives in that area. We're going to take you to that so that you can see what she has to say.
In my mind, I was wondering what's going on now because within the past month or past couple weeks, it's been a lot of violence out here in Rankin County. And not saying that Rankin County is so perfect, but Rankin County is just known for nonviolence. And it's just a shock that this is going on in this area, and it needs to be some accountability.
Now, it is unclear if this incident is, or in the killing, is with the Horns brothers are related, or if they are just two separate incidents. We will keep you updated on this status of this case and what happens with it. I just, again, my heart goes out to the mother so much. My heart breaks for her, really. Well, now we move on to their charges have been downgraded for two of the three teens arrested in connection with the murder of a 14-year-old Cameron Horn Cook last month. So this is the brother who we were just talking about. Yesterday, a Hinds County court judge dismissed the murder charge against Saiski Crawford. He's now being charged with an accessory after the fact to murder. And Jackson Municipal Court dismissed the murder charge against Maxwell Mooneyham. He is being charged with tampering with evidence and obstruction of justice, according to court documents. John Foote, who is 17, he's the third teenager who was arrested with this case. He's still being charged with murder. He has been denied bond and is being held at the Henley Patton Young Juvenile Justice Center. So the three were arrested last month in charge for murdering Cameron Horn Cook, who was a student at Northwest Rankin Middle School. According to the police, the three brought Horn Cook into Jackson, where he was shot multiple times with an unknown caliber handgun. It's just it is painful to even read or talk about. Afterwards, Mooneyham, who is 16, allegedly took the vehicle home and cleaned it to get rid of evidence. His bond was initially set at $1.5 million, but on April 10th, it got reduced to $100,000. Hinds County Sheriff Tyree Jones said on Tuesday that he had bonded out. Crawford's bond was reduced to $75,000. And again, like we say, our hearts just go out to this mother right here that you see on screen, who has not only lost her 14-year-old child, but has also lost her other son, 20-year-old son, to this the violence, and hopefully something will be done about it. It's so sad for her. Our hearts are definitely out there with her. Now to the latest of the trial for William Polo Edwards. You probably remember him. So, Three on Your Side we did learn that the accused killer fired his attorney, and he now wants the judge to recuse herself, the judge who was over the case. He called his attorney, or prior attorney, Brandon Dorsey, inexperienced, and asked him to withdraw as counsel. He also filed a motion to have Judge Faye Peterson remove herself from the case. He claims memes circulating online featuring Peterson's facial expressions and reactions during his first trial show that the judge cannot be impartial. Edwards will remain behind bars currently for the shooting death of 45-year-old Robert Davis back in 2022. His last murder trial ended in a hung jury last year. So we'll see how that goes. I know that CJ LeMaster is definitely going to continue to follow this. But if you look here at this video, which I'll get bigger on the screen for you, he is filing these motions. It's handwritten. All of this info are these motions that he's filing and sending in is handwritten documents. So he's maybe wanting to represent himself. I know there was some speculation on whether he was going to do that in his last trial. So we shall see. Definitely will keep it on our radar for sure. Radar. Lord have mercy. You ever sometimes talk and you think, how do people even understand me? That's the way I feel sometimes. And even today, right now. So there's a long-standing eyesore in Brandon that is finally coming down. It's an old apartment complex over on West Jasper Street. Only a pair of buildings are still standing when we got on site there yesterday. Mayor Butch Lee shared photos and videos of what some of the units look like. He said that most of the complex had sat abandoned for many, many years.
This property was built in 1985. Became in disrepair. Got significantly behind on the water bill, that kind of thing. And when we began doing some inspections in here, it was horrible living conditions. So I wouldn't invite anybody to go into any of these rooms. It was that horrible.
So Mayor Lee says any tenants that are still living in the complex were relocated to other properties by the management company. So that is coming down, probably already down. They look like they were getting a pretty good jump on it. So the leaders in the Vicksburg Police Department are now having to answer a really tough question, and I could imagine this being something that would be tough for me. Should an officer be able to leave the department with his trained canine when they resign? So according to the Vicksburg Daily News, investigator Matt Barnes sent a letter to Chief Penny Jones requesting the retirement of the canine officer Nadia, that was his partner, and that she would be allowed to go home with him and his family. But the chief denied the request and said that due to Nadia's age, she's currently only 6 years old, and most police dogs retire after 10 to 12 years of age. So one canine handler in the department says he does sympathize with Barn. However, taking care of a canine is just part of the job.
And you get attached, and it's hard to come to a situation like we are now. And I've been on that end of the leash. I've had canine taken away from me due to handler shortage. I've lost a dog in the line of duty. It's always in the back of my head, that I could lose my dog, I could lose my partner, in whatever aspect, and you just have to deal with it.
That's so sad. They get very attached to their dogs, and I mean they're their partner. They are the ones that are there to help save their life, or protect and serve the community. Now, Nadia was used she is used as a narcotics dog. Chief Jones says that if Nadia was put into a public environment without her handler, that it could create a dangerous situation. Barnes has not responded to our request for comment, but I hope that works out. Okay, that makes me sad for him and for Nadia. So up in Columbus, an investigation is underway following the discovery of a woman's body in an abandoned home in Columbus. I'm going to let you see the woman who was found. So Brian Moore, the public information officer for the Columbus Police Department, said someone found the body at approximately 10 a.m. on Tuesday morning. Lowndes County coroner Greg Merchant later confirmed the name of the victim as Ashanti Jade Turner, age 25. You can see her there on your screen. The family says that she lived close to an abandoned house, or the abandoned house where she was found, and that someone last saw her on Sunday, April 21st. Coroner said an autopsy will be performed, and her death is being treated as a homicide, according to the coroner. Columbus Police Department said in a news release that Turner's boyfriend, Damian Peterson, is a person of interest in this investigation. And if anyone has any information, they're asked to call a tip line at 800-530-7151. You can see the story on our website, WLBT.com, if you need to get that number. But our thoughts and prayers are definitely with the family there. Now over to something that is happening over in Kemper County. So a Kemper County woman was arrested and charged with 2 counts of assault on a school official. So this mother arrived, she was arrested on Monday, charged with 2 felony counts of assault on a school official. She visited East Kemper Elementary School to confront the teacher of her child. When she went into the teacher's classroom and began to confront her, the principal went in to try and step in and make the situation not so bad, and ended up getting struck several times. So this is the mother, Alicia Roosevelt Johnson Holiday. The situation was then moved to the parking lot, where Johnson Holiday again confronted the teacher face to face. She had to be pushed off of the teacher, and then she struck the teacher in the arm while also hitting the assistant principal in the face. Wow. So the bond for Johnson Holiday is set at $30,000. I would want it to be more, but, I am not in control of that. But that happened over at Kemper County on Monday at East Kemper Elementary School. That's certainly not something these kids need to be seeing. Well, we are going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, Peyton Garrison is going to be in here with us, and we're going to take a look at our forecast. We'll be right back.
WLBT Morning News gets you ready for what's happening outside your door.
Taking a look at our first alert radar this morning.
WLBT Morning News is where you'll find Mississippi's most accurate forecast and how to prepare for news that will impact your day.
Breaking news overnight.
And it's happening right now in Jackson.
On your side with WLBT First Alert weather and anything you need to know for a day with no surprises. Start your day with WLBT Morning News. Weekday mornings from 4:30 to 7 and streaming on the WLBT News app.
I'm in pain.
Real people.
It should be terrifying to all of us.
It was dangerous.
Real problems.
I mean, that's unacceptable.
How can we work to change things?
Real life solutions. Investigate TV Plus.
Watch weekdays at 2:30 on WLBT. WLBT Morning News gets you ready for sudden weather changes.
Taking a look at our first alert radar this morning.
It's where you'll find Mississippi's most accurate forecast and the only station giving you a 10-day weather prediction, not just 7.
Going to zoom into the Jackson Metro so you know what to expect as you head out the door this morning.
WLBT First Alert Weather is Mississippi's most accurate forecast from Mississippi's most trusted station. Start your day with WLBT Morning News. Weekday mornings from 4:30 to 7 and streaming on the WLBT News app. WLBT is Mississippi's most trusted station during severe weather.
And we are back, and we have Miss Peyton Garrison here with us to give us a look at our forecast. I looked outside earlier. It's a gorgeous day out there.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're 3 for 3 with the weather so far this week.
we're not going to see full-on sunshine today. Unfortunately, if you like the cloud-free skies the past couple of days, you're definitely going to notice more clouds in the sky. I mean, this is a look at our first alert sky cam overlooking downtown Jackson. Not the brightest of views, but hey, I mean, it's beautiful. It's warm. 79 already in Jackson. There's a small heat index, if you will. It's going to feel a little bit more humid as well. Actually feels more like 80, but I mean, no complaints about the weather so far this week.
I'm definitely not complaining. As a matter of fact, I'm heading out of here when I'm done with the show, and I'm going to sit by the pool, and I don't care. I don't care what anybody says.
Hey, if I were heading out with you, I'd be doing the same thing. I mean, even this weekend, a great weekend maybe to do the same. Slightly warmer temperatures are on the way, middle 80s Saturday, Sunday, just a slight chance for maybe a shower, but there's going to be that summer-like feel in the air this weekend. It's not too out of the ordinary to see this warm of weather this time of year, but I mean, great weather, again, to hang out by the pool, maybe to take a boat ride on the res. I'm loving it.
Yes. I would do the boat ride, but my husband only has a kayak, and he's not letting me get on that thing.
Hey, kayaking is fun too. I mean, if you have one, maybe take a kayak ride too.
So what are we looking at next week? How's it looking for us?
Next week, that's when we'll see changes arrive. Again, low end chances for rain Saturday and Sunday ahead of this incoming front. But I mean, Monday is really the day that we're going to have to keep a close eye on. We're just giving you that first alert right now, that early heads up that we could be contending with some wet, maybe some stormy weather. The severe risk as of now doesn't look very impressive nor very concerning, but something we're watching. But nonetheless, we could be looking at some wet weather during next week, mainly on Monday.
Well, Mondays are...
it's a Monday anyway, so if we're going to have rain, it might as well be on Monday.
Exactly.
So we skip out on a nice weekend.
That's right. Well, Peyton, thank you so much for coming in and giving us a look at our forecast. I sure do appreciate you.
As always.
We are going to jump back into a commercial break, and when we come back, I'm going to be talking about the possible TikTok ban. Peyton, what do you think about the TikTok ban?
I have wasted many hours on TikTok. So, maybe it would be a good thing if it was banned. I could actually, do something else with my life. But
right.
I would definitely miss it to an extent. It's going to be interesting to see how things play out.
It will. Thank you so much. And we will be right back in just a moment.
WLBT Morning News gets you ready for what's happening outside your door.
Taking a look at our first alert radar this morning.
WLBT Morning News is where you'll find Mississippi's most accurate forecast and how to prepare for news that will impact your day.
Breaking news overnight.
And it's happening right now in Jackson.
On your side with WLBT First Alert weather and anything you need to know for a day with no surprises. Start your day with WLBT Morning News. Weekday mornings from 4:30 to 7 and streaming on the WLBT News app.
I'm in pain.
Real people.
It should be terrifying to all of us.
It was dangerous.
Real problems.
I mean, that's unacceptable.
How can we work to change things?
Real life solutions. Investigate TV Plus.
Watch weekdays at 2:30 on WLBT. WLBT Morning News gets you ready for sudden weather changes.
Taking a look at our first alert radar this morning.
It's where you'll find Mississippi's most accurate forecast and the only station giving you a 10-day weather prediction, not just 7.
Gonna zoom into the Jackson Metro so you know what to expect as you head out the door this morning.
WLBT First Alert Weather is Mississippi's most accurate forecast from Mississippi's most trusted station. Start your day with WLBT Morning News. Weekday mornings from 4:30 to 7 and streaming on the WLBT News app.
WLBT First Alert Weather gets you ready for everything. Every sudden weather change, every tornado threat, every day of the year.
Alerting you at the first sign of changes in the weather with Mississippi's most accurate forecast.
Sunshine and chilly mornings, you'll know first.
Need an umbrella? You'll be the first to know.
Strong storms, you'll know first.
Weekend plans, you'll know first.
Because when we know is when you'll know. Be ready for everything with Mississippi's most accurate forecast from the WLBT First Alert Weather Team.
WLB.
And we are back. Thank you so much for joining me, sticking around with me for WLBT Plus. Got some more stories to talk to you about. Something happened and coming out of Louisiana, which is it's a very not I want to say surprising thing, but the subject of it, well, it'll get you. So a man is being I'm just going to read the title for you, okay? Physical castration mandated for a Springfield man who pled guilty to raping and impregnating a teenager. So this is the guy right here, Glenn Sullivan. So a 21st Judicial District judge has ordered this man, he's 54 years old, to be physically castrated in addition to his sentence as part of a guilty plea for the rape of a 14-year-old girl that resulted in a pregnancy. I have strong opinions that I'm not going to talk about, but I like the judge. Let's just say that. So District Attorney Scott Perlow's office announced that Glenn Sullivan Sr., 54, of Springfield, pled guilty on Wednesday, April the 17th, to 4 counts of a second-degree rape. Judge William Dykes sentenced Sullivan to 50 years in prison, and he is required to be physically castrated. The assistant district attorney said sex crimes against juveniles are the most malicious crimes we prosecute, and I intend on using every tool the legislator is willing to give us, including physical castration, to seek justice for the children in our community. I think that is great. Criminals need to have those the things that I've lost my train of thought. Not my train of thought, but the word I was trying to say. But they need to have something that they know this is going to happen to me if I do this wrong thing. And I fully agree with this. Throw everything that you can at the criminals, especially in this situation. So the 14-year-old did become pregnant, and a DNA test was ordered during the investigation, which officials said approved that he impregnated her. Detectives reported that Sullivan groomed the victim and used threats of violence against her and her family to prevent her from disclosing the rapes. Wow. So as they also said, many of these types of cases go unreported because of fear. The strength it must have taken this young woman to tell the truth in the face of threats and adversity is truly incredible. And I agree with that. Applaud the victim for courageously coming forward to file these charges. And this man will spend 50 years in jail, which at his age, he is 54, will probably be the rest of his life. But then also will be physically castrated for his crimes. I, like I said, cannot say that I do not, or that I disagree with that call right there, especially as a mother of a 14-year-old, well, 13, almost 14. So moving to some national news right now, maybe a little entertainment news. Several fans of Madonna are hoping to see her in Washington, D.C., but this time they're hoping to see her in court. Yeah, so they filed a class action lawsuit against her. The fans say they attended a Madonna concert in last December. The show was supposed to start at 8:30 p.m., but she did not appear on stage until about 10:30. The fans said they feel deceived by Madonna and by concert promoter Live Nation. They also complained that Madonna lip-synced most of her performance. One fan paid nearly $1,000 to see her. That's a lot of money. Says no one gave ticket holders a head up the show would start later than advertised. And another group of fans have filed a similar suit against Madonna last year after a late concert start in Brooklyn. I mean, look, the Material Girl is getting on up there. I would be in bed at 8:30. I definitely wouldn't be starting a concert at that time. I'd probably say, hey, let's start the concert. Oh, I don't know, maybe 5. so we can all go to bed at a decent hour. But no, in reality, the truth is they could have at least let the people know that the concert was going to be starting late. I know Madonna has had some health issues over the past year, and so maybe it could have been handled differently by Madonna's team and the concert promoter. But I guess we'll see. How the Material Girl is going to take care of this one. I know my cousin is probably watching this thing because he is a huge fan of Madonna. Huge fan, always has been, and he always will be. So let's talk about the aid that Biden has signed into law. It is a $95 billion war aid measure with assistance for Ukraine, Israel, and Taiwan. President Biden signed it into law this morning, and it says the announcement marks the end of the long, painful battle with Republicans in Congress over urgently needed assistance for Ukraine. Biden said that we rose to the moment and we came together and we got it done. He said he was at the White House after the signing. Now we need to move fast, and we are. But one of the things that people have really been talking about with this is the TikTok ban measure that was tacked on to this aid bill. What it is, it's a provision that gives TikTok's Beijing-based parent company, ByteDance, 9 months to sell it or to face a nationwide prohibition in the United States. The president can grant a one-time extension of 90 days, bringing the timeline to sell to 1 year if he certifies that there is a path to a divestiture and significant progress towards executing it. The administration and a bipartisan group of lawmakers have called the social media site a growing national security concern. TikTok said that it will wage a legal challenge against what it is called an unconstitutional effort by Congress. TikTok says that we believe the facts and the law are clearly on our side, and we will ultimately prevail. So while this TikTok ban has been signed into effect, we're really looking at a year before it would be put into place, possibly a year, maybe 9 months, but more than likely a year, if the company is not successful in stating their case when they fight this ban. For myself, I would be sad to lose TikTok, and the reason is it's not because it's TikTok, social media is so great. Look, I've been around social media, the MySpace days, the Facebook Facebook. I just aged myself by saying that. But when Facebook first started, I remember, and now with TikTok, and I know people, like I personally know people who are what they would consider TikTok famous and have a very large following of over 1 million people. And not only do they have this following, but TikTok has enabled them to be able to be a social media influencer full time. They also have cookbooks that they've written and that is able to provide income, and it's all because of the following of TikTok, and it's all the people on TikTok who have followed them. And so I could see where this could hurt a lot of people. This could hurt a lot of people who have been able to take their personalities and their niches that they can do and make it into a living for their family. So I hope hope TikTok prevails in this. I really do. But of course, like I said, it's going to be at least 9 months to a year before anything would happen, if it did happen. Well, before we go today, I do want to end on some happy news, or happier news, if you will. We have the St. Jude Dream Home giveaway that is happening right now. You can go to our website, Wlbt.com, and find out more information. You can buy your tickets to not only help St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, but also get your name in the hat, so to speak, for this gorgeous home. It's a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom, estimated 2,400 square feet, has an open concept kitchen and living area, walk-in pantry featuring an appliance garage. I've never even had a garage for my vehicles. I wouldn't know what to do with an appliance garage. There's a large primary suite with incredible closet space. I would love that. And a fabulous exterior landscaping plan with entertaining space. So all prizes are going to be given away on August 22nd. Here's something that you want to make sure that you hurry up, go to the website and purchase a ticket. The tickets are $100, but if you purchase your ticket by May 10th, you're eligible for the early bird prize, to win an early bird prize, and that is to win gas and groceries for a year valued at $10,000, and that is courtesy of Dream Day Foundation. So you have 15 days, 10 hours, and 22 minutes to qualify for that early bird deadline prize. But you could just also win a house and do good by helping St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. So go to our website, WLBT.com, to check that out. If you go to the very top of the page, you will see where it says St. Jude Dream Home. You can click there and purchase your ticket. $100 a piece. $500,000 house for $100. Yes, please. I will take that. Well, guys, it is the end of the show today. I am fixing to head out here and enjoy some of that sun that Peyton promised that is out there. You guys have a great day. Make sure you tune back in tomorrow at 1 o'clock to join me for WLBT Plus again. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye.